Replay fam. Either way, thank you so much for being here. I'm incredibly excited because today not only do I get to unbox a few different things covering both watches, watch straps, and something that I have actually never seen before, but when I saw it on Amazon, I had to pick it up. But I get to spend time with you all. And so to the people who are in the chat right now, thank you so much. And if you're on the replay fam, thank you even more because it truly means a lot to me. But like I said, so today I guess the video is not sponsored per se, but I will say that the straps that I did receive were for free and they were from Straps Co. So we're gonna be unboxing, I think it's 2 or 3 straps from them. Another one is a watch that I've been hunting down. Now, if you watched my last live stream, you know that I love the Timex Ironman 8 Lap. And in this video, not only am I gonna unbox one of the newest ones I've added to the collection, I've also gotten 3 more that I've never showcased online before. And these are pretty rare. 2 of them actually came from Australia. So I'm super excited to share those as well. I couldn't unbox it live because I was too excited when I got them and I've already opened those up. And then I'm gonna also be unboxing a super unique, I'm even gonna call it a weird watch. Now this watch, and let me go ahead and show you guys the screen. This is something that I don't know if I'll ever wear it, but it was just so unique that I just couldn't not get it. And so let me go ahead and share the screen here. This watch is definitely not for everyone. Now, I have 2 rules when it comes to watch collecting. Buy a watch that tells time and buy a watch that makes you happy. And if you have to choose, always go with rule number 2. Buy a watch that makes you happy. Now, this one, it makes me feel something. And I don't know if it's happiness, but it definitely had me intrigued. And so with that, I knew that I had to give it a shot. I had to give it a purchase. And for $18.99, it's cheaper than a watch strap. So I was like, you know what? It's worth the gamble. It's worth a look. And so we're gonna be unboxing this today. I'm curious, will it fit? I'm curious how am I gonna have to resize it? I'm curious on how easy it is to tell the time on it. But yeah, now the other one, see if I can show you here. The other thing I want to show you is actually going to be this one right here. This is a limited edition collaboration with Timex and a company called Anwander. Now, this is a special edition because it came out of the Timex Tokyo market, and I cannot wait to get this. I've mentioned it before. I'm an absolute huge fan of the Timex OGs, the 8 laps I'm rocking right now. Another one from Timex Tokyo. What I love about these watches is that they just have such a unique flavor to them. And so I, slowly on a quest to like Pokemon catch them all, I picked this one up along with a few others. So I'm excited to kind of share this one and see what it looks like in person. I'm curious if this one is like the Abu Garcia, because with the Abu Garcia, the case actually glows in the dark. So that's a super cool niche. And coming soon, if you guys are interested, I'll be dropping a full Timex 8 lap Ironman video. So there's that. And then the last one is just a little bit of an old classic, old fashioned unboxing. Got a rubber strap in here, and I got another one that was a little bit more unique. And so without further ado, I'm gonna check the chat, see who's in here. If you're in the chat, please let me know what you got on your wrist today. Always curious who's in the chat and what you guys are rocking. I'll go ahead and let you guys see what I'm rocking today. So on my wrist, I got my Timex Ironman 8 lap, the OG, but this is the metal one from Japan. I really love kind of that gold. Love the way it shines. I love the weight of it. I think it really gives it a little bit more heft, gives it a little bit more respect. And as you can see here, it is an absolute. Whenever it decides to focus again, it is an absolute beauty. Yeah, really struggling to focus today, but yeah, love this watch. I think it looks great. I think it's a fun watch on wrist. And I guess with that being said, let's get into the first unboxing. So if you have never been to Straps Co., great company. They have a lot of variety in their straps. Like I said, the video is not sponsored by them, but I did receive these straps for free. I'll probably make a video about these later if you guys have any questions about it. But got 3 different straps here. One of them I'm super excited because I feel like it's going to be perfect for my Tudor Ranger. So the first one, I saw this one. I don't remember who I saw having this one. But what I thought was cool about it Let me see. Is there a better way to do this? Look, I'm going old school. I'm biting my teeth. I just thought this would be a great looking watch to put on a field watch. A little bit of Velcro, canvas, a little leather there. Forgot what it's actually called on their website. And I have their website pulled up so we can look at that. Yeah, I feel like whenever I'm unboxing alone, it's always super easy. In the moment that there's a camera on, I'll always like struggle to get the things out of the package. So that's always cool. Oh, this is cool. I thought it was gonna be quick release, so I'm slightly, not gonna say disappointed, but I thought it was quick release. But I do think the material is a little bit better than I was expecting too. And I'm excited to kind of put this on. I think this will go great on a field watch. Um, oh yeah, it gives you a lot of range here. But yeah, so thought this would be cool. Who we got in the chat? Yo, we got my man Skylar in here. Bam, 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 bam. Yo, Skylar, how you doing, brother? Hey, man, we gotta link up. We haven't talked in a while. Hey, if you know, whenever you got the chance, I'm gonna have to bring you on the channel. I finally got my Riverside up and running. I ain't a pro like you in trap, but you know, I'm working through it. Um, and you rocking the Q with the bleached bezel, man. That is an absolute beauty. By the way, y'all, if y'all haven't checked out my boy Skylar's channel, you gotta check it out. My man is truly a champion in the game. Also, when it comes to modding, everything I know about modding, I learned from him. So, you know what I mean? Much appreciated. Uh, and 2026 is the year of the strap for me until I snag the Grail. Oh, what's the Grail watch you got coming up? I'm interested. I don't know if you saw recently, I put my name down on the list for a Rolex Explorer 1, and then I'm working through a thing and getting a new tutor. And then after that, I don't even know what I want next. I recently discovered a whole, what was it? It was a 1407 Rolex. It's a hexagon shaped Rolex. It was something I had never seen before. But that new Grail unlocked for me on that one. So, but as we go do that, let's go ahead. Actually, you know what? Let me talk to y'all while I undo the wrapper. See, this is gonna be the wrapper that's gonna be easy to do. So, but bow. All right. So what we got going on here, and I'll throw on the in-person camera here. Um, what I liked about this strap that I wanted to do was this has like a deployant clasp on it, a single pass. Ooh, that feels good. Um, I just want to try out their deployant class system. If you know, I do love a good NATO. I love a zero pass. And so straps that have similar vibes as those are always kind of unique to me. And so I wanted to give this one a go as well. Once again, as you can tell, another strap that I think will go really well with a field watch. So just put it in there like this. And I'm interested if it'll be able to fit my wrist, because I have a relatively small wrist, I think. Oh, this is some really good rubber on here too. So, okay, so getting it in there. But you just kind of typing it in there. Push it in. As you say, pop. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to rocking this strap, getting it worn in and stuff. Yeah, I like the class too. Yes. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Oh, my camera went crazy just now. Move my hands back and sing. Boom. But yeah, all right, that's pretty good. And then this is the one that I'm really interested in. So I have a Tudor Ranger, and I've looked at Everest straps. And if anybody at Everest wants to give me a little sponsor, but man, the prices have been a little bit too much for me. And so I've been looking for a good rubber option, and I think that this might hit that itch for me. This also, ooh, feels good. It has like that fitted in, so it'll fit fit flush with a case. And so I'm really interested at putting this on the Ranger. Just, you know, give it a feel, see how it looks. And man, it feels so soft. Oh man, that feels good. That feels really good, actually. I like that. Okay. Now I'm interested in the chat. Of these, which ones are you rocking more? Are you more of the, you know, the rubber with the fitted, or are you feeling one of these bad boys, a little Velcro, a little fieldish to it? Are you feeling the deployant clasp, single pass? Let me know what you think in the chat, and let's get back into the main screen here. So what we got going on here? Hey, just got the Citizen Pro Master. Congratulations, such a great watch. Another great channel that if you guys need to check out. And we got to link up soon. Went with the family. Hey, it's always good to be having that family time, brother. Going for the Accutron Space View or DNA. Ooh, the Accutron. Okay. Look, man, I need to have you on because I got to ask you what led that to be the one. Because every watch has a story. And so obviously you're a man who's seen many things, but there's obviously something special about that one that drew you in. And so if you have a video about it, please let me know. Drop it in the comments so others can watch it as well. And if not, man, maybe we got to talk about that soon. Um, and then, yeah, talking about the Citizen, great watch. All right, got everybody out here. Who else we got in here? The second strap I think is good for a Black Story. Exactly, exactly. Well, team, so we got the first one out of the way. Um, get ready to pull out the second unboxing. Now, should we go with the weirder of the watches, or should we go with the Iron Man? Now, once we start talking Iron Mans, I can get going. I am absolutely in love with Iron Man watches, and since I already brought it up, I might as well showcase just a few of them as we talk. Excuse me, as I transition, the scenes here. Boom. Oh, Strapsco. Share your photo with us using hashtag Strapsco and tag us with @Strapsco. So, boom. If you guys want to, get your social media game up. Get your social media game. Once again, thank you to Strapsco. Your video is not sponsored, but you did give me the strap, so giving you some love for there. So, I am on a quest, like Pokemon, to catch them all. And when it comes to the Iron Man 8 lap, I am a fiend for these things. I currently have a watch box over there with about, 15 of just the 8 laps? And I probably have, if you start counting my other type of Ironmans, I have well over probably almost 30 of these things. But 3 new additions to the collection. As you can tell, these are a little bit more colorful than your typical look. And so what we got going on here, this is what I'm going to call my KC Royals, because I'm from Kansas City and it kind of reminds me of the Kansas City colors. I don't know how to get this thing to function. There we go. I really love the blues in this. Now, there are some like limited edition that are all one colorway. But for me, I think that this is a great option, and it was a watch that I thought was really cool. I'm always checking eBay trying to find new variations, and so this is not a new watch, but it's new to me, and so for that, I'm thankful. Now, these next two, it took me a second to get these because these actually came all the way from the land down under. You know what I mean? If my boy Tim Cheeseman hops in here, these are from his homeland. I picked these up from a Australian seller, actually highly recommended seller. I would definitely go back to them again, and they were able to help me out a little bit. But with all the tariffs and things, added a little bit to the price. But long story short, got these two. Now, this one I had never actually seen before, and it's actually kind of hard to find. Some of the white Ironmans are just obviously a lot more desirable. But the white and black was something that I thought was super unique, that you don't see every day. Still trying to learn a little bit more history about it, but the condition was basically brand new. And so this is another like little colorful variation to add into it. One of the things I also like is the different color Iron Man symbol on that. It's just the little details. It's just the little details. And then this one, just something a little navy, little red. I actually had found another one of these also online, but the price was higher and the condition was lower. So I was like, yeah, that's probably not the one that I'm gonna be doing. But I love these 3, and that brings us into the next one, the legendary. I mean, it's legendary, at least to me, in the Timex circles. And this will be the next one that we unbox after we talk to the people out here. So what else we got going on? You picked the Timex TX730 made in 2008. Oh, man, congratulations. Hey, so if you served in the military, what do you do out in the Canadian military? Actually, I've met a lot of great friends in the military from Canada. One of my boys, Josh, I won't say his last name just in case he's, working on his spy stuff right now. But we were in the same small group when I was in Captain Career Course. Phenomenal dude. He introduced me to all dressed potato chips, which America has them, but the Canadian versions taste so much better. Also, I learned the beauty and the deliciousness of Canadian syrup. I had been to Ottawa, and that was the first time I ever had a syrup tasting. which was like unique for me. We don't really do that where I'm from, but I would say I was like, oh man, this is really good. But Josh got me on to the syrup that comes in a can. Look, that stuff is crazy delicious. I know y'all came here for watches and you're getting stories about syrup, but I'm telling you, if you get the chance, get you some Canadian syrup, the kind that come in a can. You gotta open it with a can opener. It blew my mind. It was absolutely delicious. Yeah. By the way, if you're here, if you don't mind hitting the like, hitting the heart. I don't actually know what it does, but from what I hear, it's supposed to help the YouTube algorithm. I don't know. That's what they tell me. And by they tell me, it's just other YouTubers that I watch, and I'm assuming that they heard it from somewhere. It would be kind of crazy though if it was just a rumor that was made up and like none of us actually know what it means, and we just keep saying it. But I'm assuming it means something to someone. You know. Neat. All right. So now let's get into this next unboxing. So, and I will also share the screen so you guys can kind of see the history of it before we unbox it. So like I said, what we're getting ready to do is the Wander collaborates with Timex for an outdoor ready 8-lap wristwatch. This watch originally, what year did this come out? Because this is an older watch, I believe. Is it going to show me the full date? No. But 100 meters water resistant, like all the other ones, has that minimalistic color pattern. 180, actually, it held its value because, yeah, it definitely held its value pretty well. I'm trying to see if it says what year this came out. No, it doesn't. Nope, doesn't say it. Well, I waited long enough, and you've waited long enough looking at my screen, trying to see if I can figure it out. Let's transition cameras, and let's do an old-fashioned unboxing. You know, when I first started my channel, I didn't know if I was ever going to do unboxing and reviews because I felt like I didn't know if people would like them. But what I've seen is people generally do. I swear, every time I try to do an unboxing on camera, the plastic is like the strongest plastic ever created by He-Man. Every time. It's just without fail. Or maybe I just got weak hands that I got to work on here. Okay, so it clearly wrapped up really well. Also, hey, these tariffs are crushing my watch collecting journey. You know what I mean? The amount of money you got to pay on shipping and handling sometimes is insane. All right. So this is a little bit higher standard than you usually get from the Timex Ironman 8 laps. This is when they do their limited editions, they typically have something a little bit better. Let's see what we got going on here. And by the way, to all 9 of you guys in the chat right now, I really appreciate you. I thank you for your service. Thank you for being here with us today. And ooh, let's take a look at this. And Wander Timex. Got the Japanese on it, 27,500 yen. Let's see. I will say, of all my Iron Man unboxings, this has been the nicest. I will say, when I got this one, it did come with a bag. But yeah. Dun dun dun. I like this. Oh, we got it's like in the. Oh, okay. Look at y'all. I'm trying not to break it because I don't plan on ever selling it, but you know it's important to keep it in good condition. My Japanese is worse than my English, and my English isn't very good, so I can't really read what's on the things. I'll flip through it. Timex guarantee, Timex watch, Dutch JP. By the way, guys, if you're not checking out Timex Japan, you definitely should. They have some phenomenal things, even though it is very hard to get them right now based on the tariffs, whenever the tariffs get lifted. Or if you just want to pay extra for shipping. I think this has the same glow-in-the-dark case. Oh, it does. Okay, I don't know if I can... I'm trying to think of how to show y'all how to do this. I got an idea. All right, this may work. It may not work. But hopefully you'll be able to see the glow in the dark. Can you see it? It didn't work. But I tried. You're just going to take my word for it, guys. You have to take my word for it. It does glow in the dark, which makes it a really cool feature for the watch. But this is the Timex Ironman and Wander, another addition to the collection, another Butte. My screen went black, so people probably just dropped off right there. But let me see what we talking about in the chat. Let me see what you guys are thinking about this one. Link up soon. The 20 class, reserves, technology, and the Acrotrons movement is what really got me. Drew me in. Has 20 patents in one watch. That's incredible. But yeah, thank you guys. One of the things, talking about Ironmans, let me see if I can transition back here so I can show you something. When you're a true Ironman nerd aficionado like me, you start picking up on those smallest details that really make them distinct. Well, hopefully it'll come into focus here. One of the things you want to look out for, though, whenever you're looking at the special edition Ironmans, is usually right around here. That's where they put their different collaborations. The coolest one that I've seen in a while, I saw a Gatorade one. It sold out pretty quickly, pretty rare one. But there's a lot of ones. Ron Herman has one. But yeah, this is a great watch. Man, I really wish you guys could see the glow in the dark. I got to work on my night vision capes so you can see that. But let's go ahead and take it off. Let's put it on wrist for the first time. If you haven't worn an 8-lap, I'm telling you, it is one of the most comfortable. Ooh, and this is one of the better straps too. I will say older straps don't have the same comfort level as the new ones do, but I will say that these are some absolutely incredible watches. They give you everything that you need for toughness, everything that you need for water resistance, but nothing extra that you don't need. They're very lightweight, they're very comfortable, and to me, these are a much better watch than a G-Shock. So that's just my little humble opinion. Hey, just one man out here, and we still got another unboxing left. We've covered 4 watches, 3 straps, and we still got one more to go. This is how you know it's gonna be a good night. But let me see what we got going on in the chat. All progressive equipment are always the things I get for friends abroad. I'm in the signals trade, so similar to a 25 uniforms. I've been learning. First of all, for those who don't know, the signal trade, man, you got to be a smart person when you're dealing with comms equipment, cable management, setting up jocks, all that kind of stuff. I like to consider myself an honorary 25 uniform. When I was deployed, I used to hang out with all my boys from the S6. If any of my boys from the S6 are watching, I appreciate you boys. But I was laying cable. I wasn't good at it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I couldn't, And then when somebody would have some help desk issues, I'd always tell them to first, restart your computer, make sure everything's plugged in. But I learned some basics. I can set up the printer. I can map to the drive. I got a little bit. I'm not really in the signals trade, but I appreciate what you guys do. It's all about the transport, and I appreciate you guys so much. Hey, Skylar, brother. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for coming through. Hey, we got to link up soon. We got to get live. Yeah, man. Thanks so much for coming through. Oh yeah, bro. We actually, I'm gonna grab barbecue. Woody, I'll hit you up on Instagram because maybe we could do something on Friday. I think Friday. I don't think I have anything. I'll hit you up on Instagram. Oh, watch the Metro Time. What's up, brother? How we doing? Man, hey, another great channel. Man, there's so many good people out here. Another great channel. Check it out. My man's been doing his thing, loving his show with his bestie. It's always good to see the people. Now, we got some people in here. Let's go ahead. Let's get into this last unboxing. Let's see what's going on with what I think is one of the absolute strangest watches that I have ever seen. And for those who weren't here in the beginning, let me go ahead and give you a preview of what we're looking at today. This is the Reginald Fashion Men's Binary Sports Watch, digital LED, matrix waterproof, outdoor casual, black bracelet, blue black lip men's square watch. Whew, man, they got to work on their titles a little bit. They do come in different variations. So there's a black version, there's a gold version. This is silver, which is what I got, and they got whatever this thing is. For under 20 bucks, I was just like, hey, do it for the vid, do it for the gram. Just see what's going on with it. Let's see what kind of video they got going on here. So is it okay? The video is just a slideshow of the watch at different angles. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a lot of hope, but we are about to see if it is, you know, we got to see what it's about. Um, I just wanted to see if it was worth buying. Um, and now you guys are about to find out too. So let me know in the chat if you think that this is gonna be a good watch or you think it's gonna be trash. I'm gonna tell you from the jump. It says just fashion watches on the top. So, if you're not a fan of fashion watches, it's starting there. That's where we're at from the beginning. So let's give this a pop up. It came in a just regular Amazon, just a regular little box here. Okay. We are looking at an instruction manual. Okay, so it's talking through how it works. So it has the hours on one side, 0 to 12, and it will go all the way to the light. So if it's at, so at 4 o'clock, it'll have at least 4 lights. There's an AM, PM indicator at the bottom here. The minutes are on the right-hand side. And so it has 2 sections. So it'll have 10s through 50s on the top. And then it'll go 01 through 09 on the bottom. Okay. It gives you the option to do modes and set. Okay. So the functions. It's a normal energy. What is sacing? Normal energy sourcing mode? Look, I done told y'all before, my English ain't too good, but I ain't never seen the word sacing before. I don't. Maybe, hey, look, maybe y'all can decipher this a little bit more than me. Just talking through. There's some typos in this thing for sure. Okay, it's given through some sections. Battery code. It can operate from -30 Celsius to 50 Celsius. I'm an American, so I'm not 100% sure what that means, but it sounds really cold to really hot. So I'm gonna assume that we're good to go. It also gives you the instructions on how to resize the bracelet. Okay. Let's see what's in the actual watch itself. All right, you get a little tool to kind of punch it out here. And then you have the watch. Ooh. Go Inspector Gadget. Okay, it is a lot heavier than I was expecting it to be. Like, a lot heavier than I was expecting it to be. This is not a light watch at all. Okay. This thing is a behemoth. This is a beast. Okay. So if I understand correctly, this watch is currently reading 3 a.m. 48. So 3:48. Okay. I don't know how to set it, but am I set? Oh, okay. Okay, so now I'm setting it right now. Okay, that's how you set the minutes. So now I'm at 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This is a super unique way of accomplishing your business. Okay. This is it's different. This is something I'm curious. What do you guys think about this? This is a watch that I have never seen anything like it before. I don't know if I would order anything after it since, but I'm excited to kind of play around with it and just see how it wears. Now, can this bracelet be switched out? Nah, this is an integrated bracelet on this thing, so you not getting that out. That's just part of the game at this point. Huh. All right. I mean, I can't say I've seen anything weirder, but I do like how it kind of lights up. It's almost like a superhero. Okay. I would say the quality so far, it's slightly better than I expected, or maybe it's just because it's heavy. I don't know. There's like an implicit bias that humans have that something's heavy, we think it's better. Yeah, it's a unique watch. Let me see if you guys can see this too when I cover up my face here. but like lights up. Yeah, that's what's the chat feeling? How we feeling about this? So brother, hey, just logged on. Boom, boom, boom. For $19, the circuit board and LEDs must be super cheap. How does it charge? It says that it is a battery. Does it say stainless steel back, water resistant, 828? What kind of battery does it say? Well, there's typos on it. It's a battery code, two-piece of Japanese 3V. So it's a CR 2016 battery. Okay, that took a lot of words to say the same thing. The bracelet, I mean, it's a less than $20 watch, so I wouldn't expect much out of this bracelet, but I'm definitely gonna have to reduce the size on it. Ooh, this, yeah. I'm not. I don't like bracelets to start with, so like you got to be a real good bracelet for me to like not be a hater. And I'm gonna tell you, my initial thoughts is I'm a hater. Um, but hey, I mean, you can't expect much. Um, Surprisingly fits better than I expected. I'll show you this. Like I said, I don't have the largest of wrists, but it does actually fit a little bit better than I expected it to. Um, yeah, it fits kind of clean. If I could switch out the bracelet, I think I would really like. I'd give it a chance. I'd rock it out in public. It's definitely a unique look. Um, Yeah, somebody said it looks like a piece from Battlestar Galactica, the original version. Yeah, definitely. It's a I also don't like that I have to touch it to turn it on, but then again, it does look cool when it does the little power up boot thing. Is that two time zones? Yeah, so you get two. I mean, you get two time zones with it. That's a cool feature. Um, yeah, that's different. Hey, I did it for the story. I did it for y'all. I bought it so you guys don't have to. And I'm gonna give it some time. I'll fix the bracelet, take it for a couple spins, and see if it's $20. See if it's worth its money. You know, if it's worth a night out at a Chipotle. But yeah, guys. For me, I don't know about you guys, but I really love coming together with the community to do my unboxing because like in this hobby, I won't say it's like lonely, but like when the people around you aren't into it, it's kind of like you get kind of bored with it, right? And so I love just being able to share stories with you guys and share these moments with people who actually might enjoy it, might care. And so if you don't care, but you still chose to tune into the live, I still appreciate you because hey, you chose to click on it for some reason. But if you're here, you know, you contribute in the chat, man, it really does mean a lot to me. I really do appreciate you guys. I love sharing these moments, sharing stories, sharing wins, sharing losses, and yeah, just being a part with the Watch fam, man. You guys are, you know, you like my second family. You know what I mean? Like if any of you guys are ever in the Kansas City area, hey, come on through. We can hang out. You know what I mean? I never really leave my house because all I do is homework all day. But when I do leave, I do want to appreciate you guys and spend time with you guys. Um, yeah. So what we got going in the chat before I hop out of here? I do need to get back to doing some homework. Um, if you guys are interested, I can share it. But I recently published an article, nothing to do with watches. It's actually about the integration with AI in conducting military wargaming. You know, so been working on that. I'm also working on a 120-page thesis on branding in the 75th Ranger Regiment. So you know, when I'm not doing watches, I'm still staying busy. Um, Yo, it is similar to the Casio. That okay? So if I compare this watch to the Casio, I think this is more unique. It is entirely different because the Casio is super lightweight and versatile, and this is very unversatile and not lightweight. Um, but you know what? Though? Let me see one time. That power up sequence is kind of dope. It is a kind of a cool little thing. But hey, y'all, anything on your mind before we dip out of here? You know, any wins, any losses, anything that you all want to discuss? And if you are a part of the replay fam and you are watching, thank you so much, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Um, yeah. So I'm just gonna give it a second, see if there's anything else for you guys. Do got a couple videos coming up this week. Let me, give you a little sneak peek since you made it to this part. So some of the videos we got coming out, if you guys are interested to be looking out for, um, this Friday, we're going to be talking about some of the most important watches in American history. I'm going to give you a breakdown of the watches that truly defined American watchmaking and American culture. I think that's going to be a really good one that people are going to love. The next week, I'm going to take it back a little bit and give you a full deep dive review discussing the entire history of the Timex Q series, why it's important, and then breaking out some of the distinction between the different watches. Next up, we're going to talk about homages. Why are they important? Why they might actually mean more than a regular watch, and just kind of provide a little bit of more story context to what's going on in the whole great homage debate that sometimes goes on. And then the next video after that, we have a discussion talking about the it's actually a reaction video to some of the comments. I might actually make that one come out a little bit earlier, but I had a poll a little while ago and I asked you guys, what was your one watch pick if you could only have one watch? And the answers were some of them were, predictable, but some of them were actually pretty off the wall crazy. So that was a pretty cool video, just kind of seeing what you guys talk about. And with each watch, I try to provide a little bit of a fun fact or a little bit of information so that you're not only seeing me react, but hopefully you're learning something too. Because not only is this the place where watches and stories meet, but I want to, educate others because I enjoy learning when I'm watching videos as well. Have another video coming out, this one's scheduled for late February, but if you guys really want, I can bring it out a little bit earlier. It is the 5 watches worth more than, honestly, a house, a car, more than many of us will ever own in our life. And I'll let you know right now, the Rolex's Daytona didn't even make the list. We're talking like 20 mil. One of the watches, somebody literally lost their head to get it. And when I say lost their head, I mean they were decapitated. Like the list is insane. Super cool video. I think it's going to do well. Now, it's a 20-minute video. It's truly a deep dive in about all these watches. But those are some of the things we got coming out ahead. If any of those interest you a little bit more than others, let me know. I can rearrange it just for you since you're the kind of family that comes onto the live stream. Yeah, I'm gonna play with it. I don't know how long I'm a rock with it, but so I have an Excel document that has all my watches in my collection on it. I didn't even put this on there, so that shows you how I thought about it going in. Just want to say, everyone, I hope everyone has a great night. Spread the positivity in the world. Yeah, listen, be the change you want to see in the world. Life is too short to be walking around sad. And people always. And by the way, I get some crazy comments. The last time I went live, someone roasted me for not having my shirt ironed. Somebody said I look like a combination of Dave Chappelle and Barack Obama. I've gotten Matumbo's younger brother. Yo, the world is a crazy place. Look, just be positive, be loving when you can, because man, these streets is crazy. But hey guys, I love all you guys so much, man. I really appreciate being able to spend time with you all. Enjoy spending this time. I look forward to seeing you guys again. As always, if you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. And every watch has a story, and I thank you so much for spending this one with me. I'm praying for you guys, your families in the days ahead. And like I always say, God bless and peace.